Howdy friends. The job today is to remove the vinyl lettering, the old lettering I have on my truck. And you want to choose a day like this when it's warm and humid. See, it's been kind of like a little foggy over here in Cambridge, Ontario. And I don't have too many signs. I don't know, I might keep this, that's my VIN number, I might keep that, but I need to get rid of these three. This one is fine, and I need to get rid of this, and I'm really not looking forward to working with this one. And what I had, yesterday I went to local Walmart, so I got this putty knife. It was like 99 cents, all prices Canadian. And I got this glue gun, which is good to remove for removing the glue that's on the back of these letters. And then I got some all-purpose cleaner, biodegradable and dye-free. So let's see how they work. All right, let's start with kind of a general cleaner. See what happens. And this one is good because it has this sharp edge, and I don't want to damage the paint. I cannot grab the corner. Okay, how about we try this one? Okay, just came back from a quick trip to Walmart. So you see, this one was a bit too weak, flexing too much, so I bought a smaller one. Also bought, I like these mocha almond protein bars. 15 grams of protein, 11 grams of fiber, 4 grams of net carbs, and of course coffee. So now things should get smoother and faster. Oh, and now it's better because before I left I sprayed more stuff on this. Yeah, and this one definitely works better. I started looking in my toolbox. Turns out I already have something like this, and this one even looks better because it has these ribs over here, so it's stronger. You know, look. Huh. I just wasted 99 cents. I think this is the one I used to remove Kaufman signs from my trailer. I managed to break the, you know, the protector part from the blade without losing too many limbs. So let's see how this might work. Nothing. These stick out and prevent the blade. I'm not touching it again. Oh, this might work. But it takes forever. And the blade, this thing over here, does leave marks. See, if you're not careful, I got scratches over here on the paint. But it did work a little bit. Basically, yeah, all you need to do is just lift the bottom of the, like one corner of the letter, and then it just starts, you know, you can, but it's so hard to peel it off, you know, they don't want to come off. Of course you need heat, that's what people say that you need, but you know, I don't have so much power. I was actually looking at some cheap hair dryers there, but I know they need a lot of power. I have a little adapter in the truck, but it wouldn't be enough, so, but that would be the fastest way, just to heat it up and just try to peel them off. But yeah, this thing does not do anything. See? It would take forever with this method just to, and these things, they don't make them smoother, softer, nothing. Through this takes too long. Sorry guys, I thought I'd be laughing and, you know, just increase the speed and show it in a you know, fast forward kind of like a motion, but it just doesn't work. Especially this stuff. You know, I joined this company in October 2014, so these letters were on the side of my truck for 3 years, you know, through winters, summers, you know, rain. So they baked in. I need a heat gun, and I figured, you know, I'm gonna be putting new signs on anyway, so I'll just pay. I don't want to do it myself. I want to look nice, the new ones. So I'll just pay whoever will be putting the new ones on. Just give them a couple of bucks. And they can take them off. What is this? Oh, this was one of my latest payroll statements. So I cut my finger. Damn. Anyway, might as well go and have coffee, and we'll return to this. Okay, where's my keys? My phone is here. Yeah, see, what did I do? Okay, I managed to remove what, 2.5 letters over here, 1/4 of a letter over here, US, U and D are almost gone, right? And that's it. And then I try to do something here, just not realistic, you know. And on the way here from Montreal, there was a big accident on 401. A pickup truck hit a car in the back at 5 in the morning. They shut down all 3 lanes of 401 West near Highway 6 in Guelph. from 5 to about 11, and I was stuck in there. So my GPS was sending me on some detours, and this is the result. I went on a dirt road, it was raining. So now I do need to wash the trailer. I do need to wash the trailer. Okay, so let's go do some driving in my Ford Mustang. Oh, and I drove the other day to Oshawa, on the other side of Toronto. Took 407, the toll highway. That was fun. But again, this car in top 6 gear requires very high speed, you know. And I just wanted to show you guys, just to finish this video, since I don't have a load. I probably won't have a load for maybe a couple of weeks, maybe less. We'll see. So I did some calculations over here, and all these magic numbers is basically what would happen if I change the axle ratio on this thing from the current 315 to 355 or 373. Okay. So now at 140 kilometers an hour, which is like 90 miles an hour, the car does 2474 RPM, like 2500 RPM. So that's fine, but that's when it drives fine. So I need to drive 90 miles an hour so the car, you know, feels good. That's too fast, you know. Like, might be okay for US where speed limits are higher, but here, you see, if I change to 355, the same RPM, pretty much 2500 RPM, the speed will go down from 140 kilometers an hour to 127 kilometers an hour. Of course, that's a big drop. Some people will say, are you crazy? So that's 13 kilometers an hour, or what, like 8 miles? You know, so 127, that's about 79 miles per hour, which I think is more than enough. You know, I don't have anywhere here, I don't have the speed limit of 80, so you can do like 90, 140, you know. So New York is 65 for cars. I'm talking about cars. Michigan is 70, and then if you go into Virginia, that's 75. So like if I go for a trip, so 75, yeah, you can do 80, right? 80. Okay, so let me show you something over here. So that's 355. These are the speeds in miles per hour. They're like in various like weird order because I was thinking about these speeds. And this is 373. So I started with 75 miles per hour. At 355, the car will do 2376. You know, now it does 2000. Too low. This is gear 6. At 373, the RPM will jump up by about 120 RPM to 2496 at 75. You see, this is a bit too high. At 88 miles per hour or 140, it'll be 2787 with 355 and 2929 at 373. Right, and then I was looking at let's say 80 miles an hour. Pretty much perfect at 355, the RPM would be 2534. At 373, they'll be 2663, just slightly higher. What, 130? And the difference becomes bigger at higher speeds. Now look at here. What's the biggest one here? 85? No, 88. Yeah, you see 88, 2787, 2929. Almost, well, not almost, but more than 150 RPM difference. But 72, which is what? Which is like 115, yeah, 115 kilometers an hour, which would be like perfect starting point for 401 in Ontario. 355 would be 2280, which I know this is still good. Like, the car would feel great. It would not be too slow to accelerate. And at 373 it's 2396. So basically 373 is of course great if you want to go as fast as possible from 0 to, you know, 60 or 70 or whatever. But 355 will still provide good acceleration, not as good as 373, but it would allow for faster speeds on the freeway. So that's why most people say that for a V6 Ford Mustang 355 actually makes more sense, because it's you don't want to drive, you know, at these high RPMs, right? I want to be able to drive 72 in top gear, because the traffic moves, you know, slows down, picks up. 75, that's what I find most often. Our traffic over here moves between 72, 75, and then maybe 78, you know, maybe 130k an hour, so which is 80. So yeah, anywhere between 72 and 80, right? So that would with 355 see 2280 to 2534, which still leaves you a few RPM for higher speeds, like if you're somewhere, you know, in US with high speed limit. But 373 is just too fast. I mean, too slow. RPM are too high. Anyway, just wanted to show you what kind of a difference the axle ratio change makes, you know, in a car. And even now with 315, it picks up speed pretty good. But 355, jeez, it would be so much better. All right. So the last segment of this video is pretty boring. It's just driving my 300 horsepower Mustang to a coffee shop. So if you're falling asleep, I don't blame you one bit. Still good weather here in Ontario. me a cup of soup or stop for an autograph, this is where you'll find